Big Rays Ball Cards. How you doing there, Mark? Thanks for popping into the stream here. Chuck Dupree Sports Cards, don't all. God is great. Hi, Don. Chuck Dupree Sports Cards, Big Ray. Hey, everyone. Cops is here. Jonathan, how are you doing, my friend? Hopefully you all are having a great day. Sorry I'm running a little bit late, getting a little bit of a cold. Hopefully it doesn't last too long. Took some Theraflu to help things out, hopefully. Maybe you can hear it, maybe you can't. Maybe it's just my throat from the pandemic before, but we'll see. Alright. Doing good there. My computers are trying to catch up to me here, and we'll get into today's content at hand. Cops, CHC, Chuckles, Titus, and Cops. Chuckles is, I think, Chucky. Chucks. Oh, excuse me. I inhaled my lunch before I came live. As always. There we go. I think that one's loading up. As soon as I get this one loading up, give you a quick heads up. We will be on the second tier today. I think we were at 188. Yes, 188 entries as of yesterday. So I'm sure we'll get at least 12 today. At least 12, I'm sure. Get in here. My other computer's almost loaded up. We're zipping along here. We got a couple of thumbs up so far. Don't forget, thummies up, thummies up, thummies up for me. Hey Ray, what do you say? I like that. Center Hill Cards. Hey Ray, what do you say? Big Ray's Ball Cards. Hey, let me get back over here. We're doing good so far. It looks like we're about 3 minutes into the stream. I think it was Big Ray that was here first at 2:18. So actually it looks like we'll be at 2:23 will be the 5-minute warning. That's when the early birds for the batter's box. Fat Thumbs today spelled Don, Din, and Cops, Coos. That's okay, I know what you meant there, Big Ray. I know what you meant. Okay? So, when we hit 2:23, I'll go ahead and log everybody in for the baseball game here. And we'll see how things go from there. Excuse me. Back to that one. Yes, Big Ray was in at 2:18. So 2:23, about a minute to go. And then I'll start getting ready to log people in after we go through our commercial break and what we're going to highlight and do today. Just going to thinking I'll come up with something better tomorrow, but we'll see. So other than that, how's everybody doing this Wednesday, hump day? This is the halfway mark of my week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, live streams. And then we'll go from there. Oops. Hurry up, Londo. There we go. We got 2:23 and the entries for the baseball game. But as you all know, once we get into logging them in and stuff, if a few people make it in at the last second for the lineup, we will add them in. So until that, let's go. and do the refresh here. I do have my water. Let me get a sip real quick. Let me turn off the glare light here. There we go. That's still getting a little bit there. I changed that light bulb before I left for vacation. All right. We'll go through the commercial break real quick here. And I think I'm going to make a command decision. We're going to do this new 2023 Patreon tiers only till the end of the year, and primarily due to lack of interest in the new Patreon tiers. So what I'll do is between now and then I'll formulate something else we want to do in a Patreon type package to send to people that support the channel, unless between now and the end of the year we at least fill half the teams. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. If no more people join up for the new Patreon tiers in 2023, I think I'm going to nix this program and might come up with something else. If not, I will still always have my Hall of Fame Patreon tiers. Okay, so that's what we're going to do there. But for now, until October is done, November and December. Alright, but of course October's Patreon tier is getting ready to go out. So actually we got November. If you sign up now, you can get in on November and December's. So if by the end of the year we have half the teams spoken for, remember you can choose two teams. So if we did it that way, if you chose two teams for your Patreon tier, you could have, say, half the Mets and half the Yankees, or half the Dodgers and half the Angels. Okay, that means I'll mix up your box and give you half of the box Angels, half of the box Dodgers. Then you can get your two LA teams in there if you're a fan of both. But again, the Carefields will remain at $10.99. Contains 1 pack of unopened cards. The blaster box is $14.99. Contains 3 packs of unopened cards. A mega box is $24.99. Jam-packed full of your team's cards, plus 5 packs of cards. So you get, also your team is the one that'll be the loose cards that'll be in the box. Kind of like if anybody's ever opened up a Carefield, that gives you an idea of what you did. What? Did you see Bipster did his last YouTube video today? He's going to focus on getting married and grandchild. Oh, is he? Oh, he didn't tell me that. I just talked to him earlier, but he wasn't telling me anything about that. Oh, man. Bipster's not doing videos anymore. I think he should do one at least once a week. If he did once a week, maybe he'll at least... My word. Bipster did his last YouTube video today. He's going to focus on getting married and grandchild. I'm going to have to give him another call later this week. But yeah, so they're $24.99 for the mega box. If you want to get a Carefield and a blaster box and a mega box every month, for $49.99 you can get a Carefield, a blaster, and a mega. So that would mean you would get 1 plus 3 plus 5 is 9 packs of baseball cards, and you'll get your boxes full of all your team's PC cards. I think that's a pretty good deal, but it just depends on the individual out there. Every box contains a sticker certified packing by me and a guaranteed hit in every box. Trust me, when you go with the monster box, you're going to get more than 3 hits. He and his fiance just had their 2-month anniversary, and he said he's going to maybe show up on her channels every now and then. Oh, okay. So that means since I'm subscribed to her channels now, I guess I'll see the both of them in her channel. That is pretty good. Alright, so that is our new Patreon tiers for 2023, and we'll see, like I said, if we continue by the end of this year. which if you do, like I said, if you sign up now during the month of October, you will not be billed until November. And then you will get your November Patreon package. Actually, I guess it's your October, depending on which way you want to look. If you sign up in October and then you get billed in November, that's why I've always considered you can sign up now, so I have advance notice that you're going to get your Patreon, but you won't be charged on your card until the first of the month. On the first of the month, they process the billing. Then usually a couple days after that is when I get the payment from Patreon, and then I have the money for shipping so I can ship your boxes out. Okay? So that's pretty much how that goes. But yeah, we are up to 188, so we're going to log these in just a minute. Then we'll get into the baseball game. Okay? So for now, I'm going to actually move this off to the side here. You can gander and think of what that might be. I'm going to get this ready here and the baseball game ready here. I'm going to get me a handy dandy little pen. Now I'm going to go up and start with Big Ray. I'm going to start up with Big Ray and get his 2+ in. I'm going to put it over here, but I'll keep track just so I have extra space down through the week if we need it. Okay, so Big Ray, and I always cross off all the other stuff, which I forgot to do down here for that. So that's gonna be a 2+ for Big Ray. So Big Ray right now is gonna be our first batter. Then we got Chuck Dupree. Chuck Dupree is gonna get a 2+. Okay. Then we got Big Ray. We got God is Great with a 2+. That means you get in the baseball game. When you get the 2+, you get 2 entries into the end of month giveaway. So Chuck, we got Crossover Paranormal Cops gets a 2+. Okay. Center Hill Cards gets a 2+. So we've got 4 batters so far. God is Great, Chuck Dupree, Big Ray, Chuck Dupree, God is Great, Big Ray, God is Great. Center Hill Cards, I got Center Hill Cards, right? Yep. Big Ray, Center Hill Cards, God is Great, Big Ray, Big Ray. Me, I don't count. Big Ray, Chuck Dupree, Big Ray, and Big Ray. Texas Slaughter against Tampa Bay, 7-1 in the top of the 9th. What does that say? Cops should. What does it say? Cops should what? Oh, Cops should be in there. Yeah, Cops is in here. Let me go through the list. I went through and got everybody all the way up to date here. When I did the replay. So I've got Big Ray's ball cards. We've got Center Hill cards. We've got Chuck Dupree. We've got Cops. We've got God is Great. And I believe that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. We only got 4 batters today. Did I miss anybody? My word. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Big Ray's ball cards, Center Hill cards, Chuck Dupree, Cops. Oh, 5. God is Great. So we got 5 batters. Is that all we got in here today? 5 batters, 5 people watching, and only 3 thumbs up. Come on, you guys. Thummies up, thummies up, thummies up for me. Helps with the analytics. Oh yeah, and along with my new other programming coming down the pike. So that's why I won't have to think next month. Once November hits here, we're going to switch over to doing my Hall of Fame biographies on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's not, when we have a short biography, I'll be able to fit more content in there. If it's some that just kind of fills up the schedule for an hour-long stream, that's what we'll be doing. okay? But starting November, and that'll be, what's the date going to be in November when we start? November 1st is going to be a Wednesday. I will be switching. Good thing I got another calendar hanging around somewhere down here, because I'm going to rewrite my calendar. Of course, Ken Griffey Jr.'s birthday is coming up on the 14th of November. And I'm going to start, well, the birthdays we do when they come out on my calendar and stuff. As a matter of fact, I just ordered from Amazon my new calendar for next year for our trivia. We'll keep going with the trivia. We'll do the trivia and the baseball game as long as the baseball game don't break on me. Because if so, I'd have to try and buy another baseball game. But I'm on the lookout for another fancier one, that's for sure. If you guys know where to get one similar to this, but maybe a little bit fancier, just let me know or send it my way. And it'll help with our scheduling. So yeah, so we're going to do, we're going to finish off the H's. Almost. No, we'll be done. In November, we'll be continuing with the H's, but we'll be doing them every day. So again, we've got Gil Hodges this Friday coming up. And then I will update my calendars, and you'll have kind of a schedule. I'll probably put a week or a month at a time, probably a week, on my About Me tab, so you know what will be coming up, okay? But we'll see. We'll tailor make and do that all down the road. So again, we're going to have Big Ray up the bat, followed by Center Hill, followed by Chuck Dupree, followed by Cops. That's 3 in a row right there. And ending with God is Great. Okay? So, anyone else? Hit that like for Uncle Don. Thanks there, Mark. Appreciate that. So that will be what we'll do now. So we're going to have the baseball game. We're going to get into our trivia for today. And then we will go a little bit into this little book I picked up in Cooperstown. I thought it was a nice grab, and I am expecting a box of stuff in that I had shipped from Cooperstown. And once that gets in, we will have additional content for the channel. And maybe another series to throw in there. We'll see. I'll have to think about that one for a while. But it's just adding some more stuff to my Seattle Mariners collection. Alright, so I'm going to get this all set up here. We're going to get into the baseball game now. First batter up will be Big Ray, followed by Center Hill Cards, followed by Chuck Dupree. Alright, so Big Ray, you're up to bat first. You got a single. You got a 2 plus a 3 is a +5 for Big Ray. Big Ray's got a +5. Okay, so next up the bat is Center Hill Cards. Put those two bats off the board. And Center Hill Cards, you're up the bat next. Oops. Single. 2 singles. That was 3 plus 3 is 6. For Center Hill Cards, gets a 6. Okay. Our last batter in this inning is Chuck Dupree. Here we go, Chuck. Here's yours. Oh, and I'll give you an update on Patreons and yet last month's giveaway in just a second here. Got a single. 2 singles, 3 plus 3 is 6 for Chuck Dupree Sports Cards. Remind me, I'll give you that update right after the baseball game. Okay? Alright, now we got 2 more batters. We've got Cops and God is Great. So Cops and God is Great, you're the last batter in the batting cage. Alright? So, Cops, you are up next there, John. Ooh, you got a 500 for 5. And a triple. 5 plus 2 is 7. So that's a +7 for John. Alright. Next, our last batter for the baseball game, unless we get a super chat, is God is Great. God is great. Here we go. Oops. Got it too close to the edge there. How are we going to do this? Oh, there we go. Alright, here we go. Alright. God is great. Here's your 2 at-bats coming up now. There's a single. 2 singles. 3 plus 3 is 6. Okay. That means our 5 batters are done. We reload the batting cage here for tomorrow, unless we get a super chat. Okay. So next, I was going to give you an update real quick. I've got almost all the packages ready. I just got to finish off a couple. And so my Patreon packages will be mailed out soon. The giveaways from last month will be mailed out soon. And then I'll be all caught up on all my giveaways for the channel. Okay. I was going to add something in there. No, I think that was it. Just the giveaways and the Patreons. We're going to do that. Like I said, I've got my giveaways pretty much done. I just got to finish up getting together my Patreon packages. And I was going to mention, I'm going to try to get them mailed out by Friday, but if not, Saturday for sure. I will mail everything out. It's just I've got a lot of things going on. We got church today. I got a business meeting at the church tomorrow. So yeah, but I will get things done. Okay. Running not really late because the first of the month was just Sunday, so usually I should get a notification from Patreon when my Patreon payments process through. It shows they were charged to your accounts, but next they have to process it so it goes into my PayPal account, so I can use my PayPal account with some money in it to put postage in my postage account to mail the packages out. Does that make any sense to anybody out there? Finally not running out a triple. Oh, there you go, Chuck. Yeah, didn't have to run a triple that time. Okay, so that's where we stand there on the Patreon packages, in case you're wondering. We're at 22 minutes, so we're doing pretty good, but we're going into a trivia stage now. This one is for Wednesday, October 4th, 2023. And the baseball birthdays for today are Tony La Russa, Red Munger, Frank Crosetti, and Larry Sorensen. I'm hoping they'll mix them up next year and give us some more birthdays that we don't have yet. Okay, there is one answer for this trivia question. And it will be whoever answers first in the chat after I put my chat saying to start doing your answers. Okay, so I'm going to pre-type that so it's ready, and then I'll read through the question twice, and you choose the correct answer first. You will get 5 entries into the October giveaway. Okay, so I've got that ready. Again, it's Hall of Fame related. And here comes our question. Which of the following Hall of Famers hit 300 for 4 different teams? Was it A, Orlando Cepeda? Was it B, Tony Perez? Was it C, Heine Manush? Or was it D, Harry Hillman? Again, which of the following Hall of Famers hit 300 for 4 different teams? Was it A, Orlando Cepeda, B, Tony Perez, C, Heine Manush, or D, Harry Hillman? Start your guessing now. Again, as soon as somebody guesses it correct, I will end. And Big Ray got it right. C, Heine Manush. Okay, I'll read the question again and read through the answers so you know what 4 different teams he did it with. Which of the following Hall of Famers hit 300 for 4 different teams? Okay? And the answer was already given by Big Ray. So he gets a +5, so he's up to 12 entries for today. That's a good one there, Big Ray. So which of the following Hall of Famers hit 300 for 4 different teams? It was C. Henry Emmett Manush was a Fleet left fielder for 6 teams between 1923 and 1939. With the Tigers for 5 years, he hit .328, leading the American League with .378 average in 1926. He then hit .378 for the Browns in 1928 in a 3-year stint where he averaged a remarkable .362. In 6 seasons with the Senators, he averaged .328. At 35, playing for the Dodgers, he batted .333, though he tailed off as a part-timer in his last years with the Reds, Sox, and Pirates. He batted .330 lifetime. The Veterans Committee voted him to the Hall of Fame in 1964. So there you go. Big Ray, congratulations on getting this Hall of Famer question trivia correct. Which of the following Hall of Famers hit 300 for 4 different teams? It was C. Henry Manush. I already logged in your 5-pointer there. So that was awesome. Big Ray for doing that. And I am always open for content on the channel. If it's within reason and I feel up to doing that type of a series, all you have to do is let me know. And just so you do know, I wouldn't cry nonetheless if you went back and watched some of my old content so I can get some more views on my videos. Even if you go in and here's what you can do to give me some view hours and stuff like that. It helps to get your hours up and people watching your other videos. So even though I'm already monetized per se, I'm not making any money on YouTube. You have to be like John Jabs to make a whole lot of money on YouTube. You have to get up to 5,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers. The more subscribers you have, the more people are watching your videos. So what I'd just like to encourage you to do, if you have a chance at nighttime, if you're not doing anything, and you don't mind letting your computer run overnight, turn on a playlist of mine. I've got hundreds of playlists that eventually I'll have on my channel. But I would say I definitely have at least 100 playlists. You can choose shorter playlists, you can choose longer playlists, but what you do is if you choose to play a complete playlist, leave a comment on the first video that you're watching on that playlist, and then just let it play through. And if you don't want the sound being in the background, if you mute it, nobody gets credit for a muted video with no sound. Put it on the lowest setting you can put it on without muting it. And trust me, I do it all the time when I'm watching and helping channels out. Play a playlist, put it on the lowest setting of the volume, and trust me, if you have it right, put it on the lowest setting and then have your computer setting to the lowest setting. If you set both of those at the lowest setting until you need to hear something on your computer, then just turn the volume up. When you're playing a playlist at night, let it play through the night. In the morning, if it still play it, let it finish. Once it's done, it'll be done. And then you've given me watch hours for all those videos in that playlist. That's how people work on getting their hours structure up, on how many hours of viewing time. It'll increase my analytics and it'll help me get seen by more people. I mean, it's one thing for me to go out and promote my channel, but it's easier if the people that do watch me on a regular basis, If you let those videos play on a playlist, again at the lowest volume without showing that mute sign, like, oh, there's no sound. If there's no sound, it doesn't count. So that's all I need you to do, if you can. I was going to guess C because of his name. Oh, okay. So that's what we got there. So I'm going to put this off to the side. I came up with something random at the last minute, because this is one I want to read through this book, but I just want to highlight some things to you. One, and believe it or not, in Cooperstown in their bookstore, you could probably look for, it might be this same guy that's the author for this series and stuff, but triumphbooks.com. See, Michael Emmerich has spent 25 years as an editor in the sports publishing business, editing and acquiring books in a wide range of sports, including baseball. A baseball blogger and previously published author, he lives in Seattle with his wife Becky and daughter Hannah. So I don't know for sure, but they might have the ultimate Mets, ultimate Yankees, ultimate every team. I didn't think to look it up to see, but I saw this one there and I was like, oh, and I'll pull another one out that I bought. I bought 2 books from Cooperstown. It's not a picture book. Well, I guess there is a few oddball pictures in here. But naturally this caught my eyes because it says 100 Things Mariners Fans Should Know and Do Before They Die by Michael Emmerich. So I'm just going to highlight just a few items in here. I'll go down the list here in just a second here. I think they got a table of contents. To my daughter, yeah. So like they've got the 1995 regular season, Ken Griffey Jr. the beginning, Jr. his career and legacy, the 1995 postseason, the 2001 postseason, the 2000 postseason. But they go through the top 100 things. They even talk, the last one is Bill the Beer Man. Don't know much about Bill the Beer Man, but obviously he was probably somebody that sold beer in the stadium back in the day. So we're just going to go through a few sections of this. Most of them are just a couple of pages. I think it's about a 300-page book. They have then they have acknowledgments in the back. So with roughly probably 3 pages for each little section that's in here. I don't want to get a copyright strike on the book because it probably has a copyright. You have 2015 by the publisher. Yeah, because it says, if you notice in a copyright book, you can only do splurps or excerpts, basically. It says no part of this publication may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form by any means, electronic, mechanical, photocopying, or other words, without prior written permission of the publisher. Okay, I guess the publisher is the publisher of the book, which is Triumph. Triumph or the author. It's copyrighted by Michael Emmerich, which is the author of the book. And it's registered in the Library of Congress. This book is available in quantity at special discounts for your group or organization. They tell you who to contact for that. So it's To My Daughter Hannah, gives you a table of contents, and then it gives a little introduction, which I'll just read that. To paraphrase Kermit the Frog, it's not always easy being a Mariners fan. Every other fan in base and professional baseball except the Nationals has experienced at least one trip for their favorite team to the World Series. So the Mariners and the Nationals. Even the downtrodden, this is as of 2015, remember. Even the downtrodden Cubs have treated at least a portion of their fan base to an appearance in the Fall Classic. Seattle, however, is still waiting for its first taste of baseball penultimate. That doesn't mean the M's history is devoid of the truly spectacular. Few franchises can point to anything quite as spellbinding, as transformative as the 1995 Mariners. And other than Cubs fans of 1906, all surviving members of the Raise Your Hand Only Mariners fans have cheered for a club that won 116 regular season games. M's fans have also been fortunate to follow a handful of some of the game's all-time greats, many of whom are destined for the Baseball Hall of Fame. Numerous more established franchises have gone decades without the pleasure of watching on a daily basis Cooperstown-worthy talent. So it's certainly not all gray skies for Mariners fans. If you're a fan of recent vintage, this book will help you understand that. It will also introduce you to all the ups and downs of the Mariners over these last 4+ decades. If you're a longtime fan, it will stir memories of all those things that provoked your emotions over the years, both the good and the not so good. And for fans of all ages and years of service, there are some helpful tips and ideals on enriching your experience as someone who avidly follows the Mariners. A quick word about the stats employed in this book. I use a mix of old school and advanced statistics in the book, depending on the period and relevancy. I tried to avoid using any of the truly arcane new statistics, however. WAR, wins above replacement, is one exception. I actually got lucky, and Minosa came up on Google, and I just thought Don was mispronouncing it, and the closest name was C. All right. So again, I'm not going to read all this stuff. I'm just going to, touch base maybe on one or two items as we go through here. 1995 regular season. I don't know if they got these in any specific order. Maybe I'll just read the first one and last one and kind of recap some of the different chapters. Chapter number 1 is 1995 regular season. The Mariners were reborn in 1995 as a source of civic pride and an institution of public good, and a guidepost in the lives of its citizens. Stadium politics, strike fallout, and fan apathy all crumbled as the Mariners bulldozed over past demons. The baseball strike of 1994 dragged into 1995, and Major League owners threatened to begin the year with replacement players. Fans' disgust with baseball peaked as a result. Finally, the two sides settled and camps opened weeks later in Peoria, Arizona, site of the Mariners spring training camp. John Ellis, the mouthpiece of Mariners ownership, told the entire team the M's, losing money by the fistful, needed a new stadium and that winning the division would help the cause immeasurably. Without a publicly financed new park, he warned, the owners would sell, likely spelling the end of baseball in Seattle. A ballot initiative for a new stadium was introduced the same month. Polls showed it losing by 30 points. Do you know what kind of presence that is? Jay Buhner said in 1996 that the future of the franchise is on your shoulders. Man, that's pressure. It goes on about that. Then it goes into Ken Griffey Jr., the beginning. Jr., his career and legacy. I think I've got one of these buttons here. Matter of fact, I think it is in my box over there. Part through Nike's prominent advertising campaigns, Ken Griffey Jr. became the Pacific Northwest's true superstar athlete. 1995 postseason. The birth of the Mariners. And it just goes through chapter after chapter. Edgar Martinez, when he was a mouthpiece for 2001 Chasing History, got 116 wins that year. I've got the video series on DVD on that one. Tiebreaker playoff. We were involved in a tiebreaker playoff. Randy Johnson raises his arms in triumph after defeating California Angels 9-1 in a one-game playoff to capture the American League West Division. Randy Johnson chapter. Safeco Field, which opened in 1999. Got all that. Then Ichiro, 2001. Some chapters are big. Dave Niehaus, our longtime broadcaster. 2000 regular season, chapter 13, with Edgar Martinez again. Felix Hernandez started in, should have a year in here somewhere, 2007, I believe. Chapter 15, 2001 postseason. 16, Mariners artifacts in the Baseball Hall of Fame. 17, 2000 postseason. 18, Lou Piniella. Perfect game for Felix Hernandez in 2012. Chapter 20, Jay Buhner. Just go through these chapters. 21, origin of Mariners nickname, how they became known as the Mariners. 22, Mr. Mariner. 23, The Kingdom. 24, supporting cast, Tino Martinez, Luis Sojo, Joey Cora, Vince Coleman, Rich Amaral, Alex Diaz, Doug Strange, Norm Charlton, Andy Baines, and Jeff Nelson and Bobby Ayala. Number 25, Randy Johnson's no-hitter. 26, 1977, the first season. Seattle Mariners, 1977. Alright. Then we go into 27, Ichiro's hit record. 28, A-Rod. There we go. Mini Minosa, Manush, whatever it takes. Oh my word. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll have time to get through the whole book here, just chapter by chapter title. 28, A-Rod. Remember, there's 100 things to do in here. 29, The Peanut Man. 30, Jim Lefebvre and the first winning season. 31, Dan Wilson. He's a commentator for the Mariners still. 32, 1993, The Culture Changes. 33, Mariner Weird. 34, Jamie Moyer. 35, Rick Rizzes. There we go, Dave Niehaus. 36, 1997, A Winning Tradition. 37, Mike Blowers. 38, Ownership Carousel. Different owners of the club through the years. Chris Bosio, no-hitter, 39. 40 is Sensational Mariners commercials. Oh, I remember some of these. 41, Brett Boone. 42, Small Steps Forward. Gaylord Perry and 300 wins. There we go. I was in attendance for Gaylord Perry's 300th career victory. The 15th pitcher in Major League history to achieve this milestone. 44, Lou Piniella's famous ejections. There we go. Everybody knows Lou Piniella. Screaming, right? 2002, 2003, good but no cigar. 46, the 79 All-Star Game. 47, Dave Henderson and the Year of Regrettable Trades. 48, Julio Cruz. 49, Best Trades. 50, a Mound Rising, 1982, a Mound Rising. 51, The Inspector. 52, Mariners Misplays and Bloopers. That would be an interesting read. 53, A Mighty Wind. 54, 2007 and 2009, Hopes Renew. 55, Best and Funkiest Promotions. True to the blue. I like that saying. 2013 and 14. As part of a game day promotion called Jay Buhner Buzz. Yeah, that was back in, 1994 to 2001 that went on. 56, 2001 All-Star Game with Ichiro. Ichiro's first All-Star Game. 57, Father-Son Connections. 58, The Longest Road Trip. 59, Unselfish Gilmet Very Bad Day. 60, Rupert Jones. 61, Cano and the Return of Winning Baseball. 62, 5 Managers from the Early Days. 63, The Ultimate Grand Slam. 64, 2001 Supporting Cast. 65, Combined No-Hitter. 62, Mendoza Line. Is that 67, Mendoza Line? Yeah, Mendoza Line. 67, Other Mariners Characters, Oddballs and Pranks. 68, John Olerud. Twins 2-0, top of the fifth, Donald. Oh, thanks for the updates there. I appreciate that. Yeah, I watched a couple of the wild card games yesterday, the 3-game series. 69, Young Guns. 70, Mike Cameron and 4 homers in a game. Well, the Mariners this year just came close to that. I think they tied the record, or got close to the record, I think it was. Harold Reynolds, 71. 72, 7 Sensational Firemen. 74, Freddie Garcia. 75, the Seattle Pilots. 76, the Expansion Draft. 77, the 1986, the Subline and the Ridiculous. And then 78, Maury Wells. 79, 1998, 99, transition years. 80, Mark Langston. 81, the 1984 A Rookie Rush. 260, Mr. Mariner Alvin Davis hits his 20th homer in 1984, a season in which he won Rookie of the Year honors. 82, Bruce Bochy. Where'd 83 go? Oh, 83, Mariners uniforms through the years. 84, Tom Paciorek. 85, general managers. 86, notable major leaguers buried in Washington. 87, Willie Horton and 300. 88, Mariners Team Fest. 89, visit the Ichiro Museum. Oh my word, they got an Ichiro Museum? Probably in Japan. They probably have an Ichiro Museum in Japan. Wouldn't surprise me. Yep, the Mariners can thank the Texas Rangers for not letting us win all 4 games. Because then we might have had a tie for the wild card. Might have had a 1-game tie playoff. But that's how close we were to making anything close to the postseason this year. It was just our division between Houston and Texas and us. We were 3 powers to reckon in Major League Baseball, I think. But the better teams win, and that's the way it goes. We're going to try again next year. 90, spring training. 91, Diego Segui. 92, Seattle's baseball heritage. Then we've got 93, Ken Griffey Jr. plaque, and Baltimore. That's for that long home run, 473 feet. Okay, but yeah. Ken Griffey Jr. 94, the Mariner Moose. 95, the minor league affiliates. Oh yeah, that's right. So here we go. Below is the list of the minor league teams that have been part of the Mariners franchise. In Single A, the Tacoma Rainiers, the Calgary Cannons, the Salt Lake City Gulls, the Spokane Indians, and the Jose Missions. Some Mariners include Julio Cruz, who were loaned to the Hawaiian Islanders during the 1977 season when the M's didn't have a AAA affiliate. Yep. So that was AAA. Then we had AA, the Jackson Generals, the West Tennessee Diamond Jacks, the San Antonio Missions, the New Haven Ravens, the Orlando Rays, the Memphis Chicks, the Port City Roosters, the Jacksonville Suns, the Williamsport Bills, the Vermont Mariners, the Chattanooga Lookouts, and the Lynn Sailors. Then we have the High A, the High A Desert Mavericks, the Inland Empire 66ers, the San Bernardino Stampedes, the Lancaster Jethawks, the Riverside Pilots, and the Split Squads, the San Bernardino Spirits, and the Peninsula Pilots. Then we have the Low A, the Clinton Lumber Kings, the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers, the Appleton Foxes, and the Split Squad, San Bernardino Spirits, and the Wasau Timbers. The Split Squads, another Split Squads, the Wasu Timbers, Jose Missions, the Split Squads again, the Jose Missions, and the Alexandria Mariners, and the Stockton Ports. The Short A season, the Everett Aqua Sox, and the Bellingham Mariners. Then the rookie split squads, Pulaski Mariners and the Peoria Mariners, between the Arizona League Mariners and the Butte Copper Kings. So there you got a little rundown there of the AA, High A, Low A. Then 96, Ken Griffey Jr. plaque at Everett Stadium. 97, become an RBI club member. Number 98, Worst Trades. Number 99, Jesus and the Ice Cream Sandwich Debacle. And number 100, Bill the Beer Man. So that was pretty interesting there. Just go through this book real quick. As soon as I get a chance, I'm going to try and, during the off season, read through this and try and do like a section a day or something. I could finish by the end of the year if I did that. At 100 sections in this book. I just thought I'd share a little bit of that with you. I'll put that back in my bookshelf for now. Dairy Queen for dinner tonight. Cheat night while Susie is out of town. Ooh, Mark's gonna go to DQ. Have a DQ Blizzard. That's my favorite when I go to the Dairy Queen, is to get a Dairy Queen Blizzard. I get the biggest size they have and just enjoy it for a once in a blue moon treat. Alright, so let's go ahead and get ready here for the 2-minute warning. We'll end the stream for today, and then I'll be back again tomorrow with something we'll work on. I don't know for sure what, and we will do a Fairfield Friday on Friday when we do Gil Hodges Hall of Fame. Alright. Let me do this real quick. Real quick, get this in here just before okay, let's go ahead and start the 2-minute warning here. Oh, how about if I get it to accept? Okay. And the 2-minute warning will be read at 2:17 promptly. And until then, I'll start getting everybody logged in here. We got Chuck Dupree Sports Cards has got a +2. Chuck's got a +2. God is Great's got a +2. Bernie H has got a 2 +2. God is Great I got. God is Great. Big Ray I got. Oh, +2 for Big Ray. And Don, the kids in the hospital are saying hello. How you doing, kids? Appreciate it there, Titus. And all the kids in the hospital. One of these days, if I ever come to Japan, I'm going to try and look up Titus and have him give me a tour where he volunteers. Maybe I'll even wear a Ichiro shirt or something like that down the way. But hope you kids are doing good. Me and my wife are praying for you guys, okay? So, you all take care, stay strong, and God's watching out for you, okay? God loves the little children of the world. That's for sure. Yeah, Titus volunteers in a hospital there in Japan and stuff. That's his volunteer work that he does. That's pretty awe-inspiring, I think. So, I think I've got everybody. I'm going to go ahead and end the entry process here. We are at right about the hour mark. So this has been Don Blomdahl, and I got everybody. Let me make sure. I got Bernie H here at the end. I got Center Hill Cards. Chuck Dupree, I didn't see Chuck in here. Oh, Chuck was here. Chuck's here. He got a +2. Almost missed you, Chuck. Then we got Cops. Cops here, I didn't see Cops. God is Great. Did I miss anybody else? Great Googly Moogly. Great Googly Moogly. Great Googly Moogly is here. For 2. Great Googly Moogly. Alright. But I think I've got everybody. Alright, so this has been Don Blondal, Hall of Fame veteran, sports cards and more, having been live to you today with Welcome to Wednesday, baseball game, trivia, and 100 things Mariners fans ought to do or see before they die. Until then, y'all take care. We'll see you tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, for our next day of live streaming. Until then, y'all take care. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Until then, we'll see you all tomorrow. Bye for now, and have a wonderful and blessed